Let's work through another word problem using algebra. A bag contains red and blue marbles. A quarter of the marbles are blue. There are 10 more red marbles than blue marbles. How many marbles of each color? Okay, again, we'll think about how to represent the information in the question using equations. Let's think about this statement. A quarter of the marbles are blue. Okay, if we let the letter R represent red marbles and the letter B represent blue marbles, the total number of marbles is going to be R plus B. A quarter of that is R plus B divided by 4. And we're told that a quarter of the marbles are blue. So therefore, R plus B divided by 4 must be equal to B. So let's write that down. Now let's look at the other statement. There are 10 more red marbles than blue marbles. So if we write the number of blue marbles with B, then B plus 10 must be equal to the number of red marbles, R. So R must equal B plus 10. Let's use the same strategy we used in the previous problem. We'll use this equation and substitute into it the value of R from the second equation. So we can see there's an R here. R equals B plus 10 in the second equation. So instead of R, we'll write B plus 10 here. So we'll have B equals B plus 10 plus B, all divided by 4. And then this equation just has B in it. So we can solve this for B. So let's just write it down again, just so we can work on it without getting distracted. I have B plus 10 plus B. So I could simplify that by writing 2B plus 10. Next, I have 2B divided by 4, which is the same as B divided by 2. And then I have 10 divided by 4. Let's subtract B divided by 2 from both sides of this equation. On the left-hand side, I'll have B minus B over 2. So that's a whole B minus half a B. So that's equal to half a B, B over 2. And then finally, if I multiply both sides of this equation by 2, B over 2 times 2 is B, and 10 over 4 times 2 is going to be 20 over 4, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So I've found that B is equal to 5, and then I can go back to this equation to find out what R is equal to. R is equal to B plus 10. If B is 5, R is equal to 5 plus 10. R is equal to 15. Let's check that this matches with the information in the question. If B is 5 and R is 15, we must have 20 marbles in the bag. A quarter of 20 is 5, and that is the number of blue marbles that we have. So that checks out. and then there's 15 red and 5 blue. Sure enough, there are 10 more red than blue. Have a look at this, this diagram here to see what's going on. I've drawn the bag of marbles, and inside the bag, we're told that a quarter of the marbles are blue. So I've drawn 4 containers, 4 cylinders containing marbles. There's the same number of marbles in each cylinder. I don't know how many there are yet, but I do know that a quarter of the marbles in total are blue. So that's why there's 1 blue container and 3 red ones. We're also told there are 10 more red marbles than blue marbles. So if we think about the marbles in here and the marbles here, there's 10 more marbles in the red than in the single blue. The only way we can make that work is if there were 5 marbles here and then 5 in each of the reds, making 15 in total. That would give us 10 more red marbles than blue marbles. So that's an illustration of the solution to this problem. 2 problems to solve using algebra. Problem 1, we've got 3 boys collecting toy figures from a set, Avery, Billy, and Connor. Billy and Connor both have the same fraction of the set. Billy has 2/3 of Avery's amount plus another quarter of the set. Connor has 3/2 times Avery's amount. What is the equation to solve that will tell us the fraction of the set that Avery has? Now this is quite a challenging problem, so the way that this will be set up is there will be 4 equations that you can choose from. Only one of them will give the solution correctly. Second question, Fatima has no money now, but she plans to save $S every week so that she can buy some new headphones. She figures that if she saves her money for 6 weeks, she will have $14 less than she needs to buy the headphones. But if she saves her money for 8 weeks, she will have $10 more than she needs to buy the headphones. What is the equation to solve that will tell us how much Fatima will save every week and how much the headphones cost? Again, you'll be given 4 equations, and only one of them will correctly solve this problem.